You fell into our trap.
Hey guys, it's Fell Harbor.
And Cypress.
We're playing Super Mario World.
For
The Nintendo Switch?
Yeah.
I was going to say in a secret location.
Yes, this is a very special episode.
For Christmas.
Yes. So we are in our family, our parents' home.
Yeah.
And so it's a very echoey room, so we also don't want to scream and stuff because it's very echoey. Yeah. If you hear slight chewing in the background, that is Cecily having a very special treat. We needed to keep her off of the tippy floor, so this is the best way.
Yes.
All right, so I guess let's go.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. We've been all through all that.
Yeah.
If you celebrated, I hope you had a happy. And if you didn't, then I still hope you had a great day.
Yeah.
So. I know, right? What? What? There we go.
You rusty?
Yes.
Yeah, my Christmas was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not about the presents you receive, but the gifts that you bring.
Yes, I think our gifts were great that we brought. Although sometimes like a family member is like, oh yes, this person's gonna love this. And then that person opens it and they're like, cool. And you're like, wait a minute.
I know exactly who you're thinking about.
Yes, exactly, yeah. We were like, we were even gonna get something else for this person. But the family member was like, no, they really would want that. They've been talking about that. They're obsessed
really
with that.
Into it. They need that.
And then they get it and they're like, I mean, they weren't displeased.
They just kept looking through the box to see if there's anything
like,
else.
Is there anything else in here? And I'm like, okay. And it's not their fault, obviously. I mean, it's always awkward opening presents because it's not like, you don't want to be, like that, be like, is this it? But you also don't want to throw away a box with something in it. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, so.
But in my defense, I got a duplicate presents back to back.
Yeah.
So I understand it's hard, like when you make a list and then trying to tell people what.
Yeah.
Like, don't get this for her. I got this for her. And then...
Whoops! No, I did that. I let it go. I didn't mean to. Whew. Yes. So, and very funny. I actually got something for for me. That's actually for Fel. It is the fire. Oh my gosh.
Maybe you just can't have them.
Are you kidding me? Is everybody joking right now?
You've got to be joking, kidding me.
Joking, kidding. Who said that?
Zach Scott.
Zach Scott, thank you. I always want to call him Scott Zach or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cecily, I thought we promised you wouldn't jump on the floor.
She go
Anyway, I don't know if Fire Emblem is something that should be played on our channel because it's like an RPG, isn't it?
Yeah.
But,
if there's an overwhelming request, like
Yeah.
if anybody actually watches this and hears that we have it, or if I mention something else that I have it, I would be up to it.
Yeah.
But I also kind of just want to play it.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's one of those things where the battles can take a long time, especially if you have to redo them. Okay, we specifically said no tippy and watch out for all of these wires.
Although we could do a trailer of sorts where you just play the first like 20 minutes of it to be like, oh, this is the beginning story and this is how it goes. Just to kind of show, but otherwise, no, I think it should just be enjoyed by you alone.
I'll play your game. Yeah. Well, and this is not me griping, because I'm glad to do it, but like I really want to play Pokemon.
Yes.
But because we're doing a Nuzlocke,
Yeah.
and I want it to be a blind Nuzlocke, totally surprised because we can experience it together. I can only play it when we're recording.
Right.
And then I started playing Sword.
Yeah.
But I still can't play past. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I think so. I still can't play Sword past where we were in the Nuzlocke. So I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Just like in the one patch of grass.
I know. We've got to. We were going to play it right now, but our family is going to come over again before we leave back to Atlanta. So we were like, well, let's record something fun while we're waiting for them because we're going to play the Switch with them anyway. So, yeah, and it's so funny to me because like you would think we're sisters, right?
Yeah.
So we're family, and we live together. We bought a house together. So you would think it would be easy to get our schedules aligned to record, but it actually is very tricky because it's like, oh no, well I've got this thing that I have to do, So it's almost funny that like these people who are just friends, and maybe they're not even roommates or whatever, they run channels, and I guess they treat it more like a job, or like they like a meeting or something, like Wednesdays at 6, let's get together, and maybe we have to do that to get more in a schedule. But so we definitely need to play more Pokemon. We're enjoying it. It's just it's difficult to like get in that mindset.
Probably whatever. Probably some of the only people who haven't actually beaten it yet. We've only at the time of this recording, we've only beaten one gym.
We gotta get on that. So, I think tomorrow is gonna be a recoup from traveling. So I think we're gonna have a long session there, and maybe we just gotta get on it and be like, let's get 2 gym battles.
And I was trying to think back on how we are. I won't say wasting time in the Nuzlocke, but I have to catch Pokemon off camera, because the Nuzlocke we're doing is not a typical catch one and keep going. We can catch as many as we want. It's just if I'm going to use them, we switch them out. So that's where it's slightly different. Mm-hmm. So we don't have to worry about catching. And I don't have viewers clamoring for, hey, show me when you catch Pokemon.
No, that was bull honky.
Well, he didn't have a real good personality.
He didn't have any.
Anyway, so I think we can cut out some time there, like wandering in grass. And I've tried to level up off screen. I know, if I were a bigger Poketuber, or Poketuber at all, that's a little bit non-kosher, because what if they die while you're leveling? You need to, full disclosure kind of thing.
Right.
But I kind of feel like let's just keep moving, because if I had to tape the entire time I was leveling, it would never get done.
Yeah. And it's also like that, like, because there are different ways to do the Nuzlocke, and we're doing, which I really love, the story time Nuzlocke. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. Like, if you're watching a movie or something, let's say, or, reading someone's diary, like, they're not going to say, oh, and I spent 5 hours studying for this test. Like, you're not going to see that part of their life.
They might say it, but they're not going to
you're not
now I'm reading
actually,
page 3.
Right. So I kind of feel like it kind of like that, So Selena is, doing this stuff, and you don't have to see, you don't have to see when she uses the restroom or eats breakfast, and
Right.
So, although I guess you would see that if you ever cooked in your thing. Have you tried cooking in Sword?
I did one cooking and was, well, I don't know if I was horrible. I made like they grade you. Oh, I thought I fell off. So I got like a C grade curry. My Pokemon still liked it. I can't remember who I fed it to right now.
They love it because you made it for them.
Probably. They're like, finally, somebody fed me.
Right.
So yeah, I could try that. I do need my Nuzlocke people to... Oh, crap. Uh-oh. I messed up. I have regrets. Okay. I need my Nuzlocke people to love me, because if there's a chance they can be like, shook off poison because they love you, or hung on by 1 point. That would be very helpful.
Yes. And I think it's kind of funny that we're talking about Pokemon while playing Mario, but it's interesting because, like we said, we're playing it as a story time, so we're the characters. Yeah. So we can't talk about this kind of stuff in it because the characters wouldn't be talking about that,
Exactly.
So it's funny, but
it's almost like the after show, like.
Yes.
Uh-oh, didn't mean.
Well, you don't need it anyway.
Yeah, I got 5 big ones. Mm-mm. I'm like a kid who just.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. $5.
Remember when $5 was a lot of money?
Yeah. Well, it.
Uh-oh.
That was our mother. It went.
Is she okay?
Yes, I hear her. Yeah, it went a lot longer when you were children as well. Or, what, you didn't have to worry about tax. So if there was a $5 toy you wanted, then
and our parents were like,
yeah.
Mom, I want this $25 thing. Here's my $5.
Yeah, right. I don't think we were ever very, greedy children, though. I think we understood things cost money.
No, and because we shared, the most recent thing in my brain was when we were collecting gargoyle toys.
Yeah.
And when we go, we would get like one toy. And back then, the toys were like $5 or $6. You know, kind of like getting a figure now.
Right. Why did I do that?
But,
oh my gosh, I'm gonna die, and it's out of stupidity.
Are you? Oh.
That's a little bit of snark.
Well, Magic Koopa doesn't go down without a fight.
Wow. Wow.
But, as I was saying, because we shared it,
Yeah.
one toy was $5, but we were sharing, so that's $2.50 per kid, not $10, you know.
Yeah. We really nailed down the sharing.
Oh.
Like for like Christmas and stuff like that, like those big, you know, Lego sets that are like $100 and stuff, you know.
Oh.
But then we were really, because we also, I mean, we've always had a lot in common. And so, yeah, so we like, it was almost like a strategy to be like, yeah, but we both want that.
Right.
And we'd even do things where like, you know, if Fel really wanted something and I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool or whatever, you know, like we would ask for it too, to be like, yeah, I want that too, even though that part, you know, like, I don't know, help each other out. So, yeah, I never, it's funny, like, hearing other people, conversations, talk about, you know, like, how they always wanted, or in movies this happens a lot too, where like, you know, oh, I always wanted the easy bake oven, or it's always the easy bake oven for some reason.
Right?
I always
like,
hear that. I'm like, how's that fun? But whatever. And I don't know that there's ever anything where I'm like, I really, really wanted that, you know, like, and I didn't get it. Yeah. And if there was, maybe at the time.
Yeah.
But then after a year, I probably forgot about it. I know there was like one, which I think we got later as adults. Like there was that, there was the Asian themed like castle Lego set.
Oh yeah, the dojo. We have
the dojo. Yeah, we have that. But I know we wanted it and then we didn't get it. You know, like we didn't buy it. But we were adults at that time, so we didn't buy it because we didn't buy it for ourselves, not because we were asking for it for parents. But yeah, no, it's interesting. Yeah, going back to the presents.
You gotta learn how to share, and then you get more awesome things. That's where most of our video games and video game systems and big Lego sets, that's where those all came from.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll kill you with PlayStation buttons.
How many times are you hitting me right now?
Just one, but it just keeps repeating. Guess I'll just beat the game.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten any extra lives. I also, in my defense, I'm sitting sideways.
You are.
That's why I'm also not taking a lot of risks.
We're sitting on two guests' beds.
Yeah. Whoa.
I don't know who the guests are, but the way I said it was funny. Like,
I'll take that. So, just a few more months and we get Animal Crossing.
yeah, I was thinking about that last night. I'm really excited. Yeah.
That'll be interesting for us to figure out how to play.
Yeah. I kind of feel like, because obviously we both want to play, but I think for to get through it, you know, whatever, like I feel like we should either have, like, because I don't know, I think you can only have one on there, you know, like only one of us should be doing, you know, should be leading the thing instead of taking turns like we did with the other one, just because it's repetitive for those watching and then we don't get as far. So I don't know if we can have like, you know, 1, 2, and 3. So like 1, 2 are our actual ones that we can play on our own, and then 3 is the one we record. I don't know if we can do that like with extra characters. I'm assuming you'd be able to have an extra.
Yeah, that's a good question.
But if it's like, you know, yeah, like if it's you know, although I know you really do like to play alone, although you'll have a lot of other games to play. So, you know, so if it's like, so if we just follow your character, and we can always pop in to be like, hey, you know, this is what my character is dressed as, that kind of thing. But we don't actually follow it, so that therefore we can get through it. Because I remember actually talking to our niece just yesterday as well. It was like, it's hard because you never really beat those games.
Yeah.
I mean, to a point you do, you know, especially because I'm not sure the story of Animal Crossing. I know it's more of like a camping, like you're starting out in a new area. So that's really cool, yeah. So I'm sure it's like, okay, well, there's only so A home phone? Can you imagine? What is that?
What the heck?
There's only so
Worth it.
so big of a house that you can build, you know, like
Yeah.
so there is a part where it's like, okay, now you're just maintaining the land and so
decorating the house, collecting all the bugs kind of thing. So I don't know how, or maybe we do it more as like a, oh man, does that count as landing?
I think it might have.
Whatever. Go now. Shrank. Running out of time. Is there a secret here?
I thought there was. I guess
There is in some castle.
Yeah.
Anyways, maybe we just do like a weekly recap or something. Like, this is how far Cypress got. Then you can show me
that's an interesting way.
Your favorite plants, or you introduce me to your favorite neighbor, because then it's new to you, to me, and the viewers.
Yeah.
So we do like, okay, well, here's Cypress, and then...
Yeah, so we play off camera, and then maybe we'll play a little bit, be like...
Oh, I didn't know you could tap on him.
I was about to do this, or I saved up my money so I could get more of these things, and yeah.
Yeah. And then you don't have to watch us grinding through.
That's a very good, I think that's a smarter... Okay, I'm actually going to do this now.
Okay.
You talk.
I'll talk. So yeah, I think that would be a good idea. And then, that way... Big changes, can be shared. Like, oh, remember how I told you last week I really liked Rolf the Wolf? Well, he moved. And now my favorite is Mike the Pig. I don't know.
Oh, why? Why are these things?
You know what I find interesting is that you haven't actually left that
I know! Okay, and you know what? Full disclosure, I was playing this on my Switch. I got a Switch just for Animal Crossing. Don't tell anyone.
You what?
Okay, no worry. I was playing on this last night. I beat that, no problem. I have already beat this round, and I am stuck on it. I know. That's a horrible, horrible gameplay for people. I hope our conversations are at least interesting. Otherwise,
well, they're not watching this for speed runs.
That's definitely true.
Yeah, I mean, because there are people who can beat this in, like, even beating every round, they probably can beat it in, like, 15 minutes,
Yeah.
That's okay. This is just,
Are you really enjoying a game at that point?
You're enjoying your skill at it.
That's true, yeah.
Alright, no messing around. I made enough extra lives. Anyway, but yeah. Whoa. That's what I did last. So then you're just like, I give up.
Yeah. Oh, you just gotta accept it. Yeah.
No.
I wonder if you guys can hear those birds. I'm very sorry. They're very loud.
Oh yeah, I also heard a squirrel chirped in.
Oh.
He's going. That's a squirrel.
Yes.
That's the North American gray squirrel.
I think you're making that up.
Oh yeah?
I don't know. What's the thing? Like, I don't want to Google it, so I'll just believe you.
Yeah, right. Haha, you're dead and I was tiny the whole time! I don't know if there's any other games that I'm really, like, looking forward to. But I haven't really, like, looked at the other games that are coming out, so...
Yeah. There are, like, 3 things happening in March. Animal Crossing. I think I don't know if it's going to be a good movie, but I'd like Harley, so Birds of Prey. And I liked Harley before. It was cool. Thank you very much. There's something else happening in March. I don't know if it's another movie coming out. But anyway, March is happening.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Final Fantasy?
Is it?
The 7? I can't remember. Maybe that is in March. I can't recall. Anyway. Nothing more aggravating than listening to someone think about something.
Even in real life. Like
wow, thanks.
Well, no, I mean, like... Well, was the guy wearing a blue shirt or a green shirt?
Yes.
Well, I remember liking his shirt, and since I like green, it was probably green, but it could have been like a turquoise. It's like, that doesn't even matter. Just get to the point. What did he do?
Yes. Alright, if I don't beat this right now...
We might need to take a little break so you can cool off. You might need to go back and be grown.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was going to say that we would...
You did it! He'll come back.
I know. I need him to come back, don't I? Or maybe not. I just need...
And not to sound like
okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're stupid. It's fine.
Not to sound. It
Oh
wouldn't
no!
be
Oh
boomer.
no! Oh no!
It was funny where our nephew called and said, "Okay,
gosh.
boomer" to his father, and his father's Gen Z or Gen X. And anyway, the father's like, "I'm not a boomer." So our nephew was like, "Yeah, you're a boomer." Like, well, technically, no, he's not a boomer. But you just,
Yeah,
saying,
it's just like old man.
okay, yeah,
Grandpa,
yeah, you Luddite.
It's funny how many people are like genuinely offended by boomer.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, I guess it's as rude as saying, yeah, like old man, old timer, whatever.
You
But
just
like,
don't get it.
yeah, but like, it's not a. Stop trying to make it a bad word.
Yeah.
So weird. People
I also,
just look to get offended.
I also kind of feel it's a little bit funny that, and maybe this isn't exactly true, but my perception has been that the young crew feels like they're the ones who made that insult up.
Yeah.
It's like, we've been saying, okay, geezer, or like you said, old timer, or old man, or okay, see you later, bye. I have to go to pee anyway.
Yeah.
People have been saying that since the first generation of people lived beyond.
Yeah.
So, that's not new. I don't know when we started naming generations. Like
yeah. When did that start?
I guess there was the greatest generation, which was the World War I or World War II people.
Wow.
And then the boomers were the babies they had after they came back from war.
They named themselves. We are the greatest generation.
But no, we named them for them since they went to war and fought to help.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Well, I guess we've always had like Renaissance and so that kind of thing, and those are like
that's an
bigger.
era,
Yeah,
not
but
a
I
gen-
mean, but maybe that. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we'll go back and get grown so we can keep going. Did we save it? That didn't save it. All right. You beat the castle and save it.
Oh my gosh.
We'll call it a day.
Okay. And we're back.
Yes.
It's actually great that we cut there because our dad then decided to talk to us. So, hello.
Yeah.
It's so funny how like, okay, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna. What? You know what? I need to stop living in fear.
Yeah. Play like a child and not like an adult who's scared
Yes.
and worried.
Yes, that's actually, okay, first of all, let me finish what I was saying, because if anyone actually cared, that, like, no matter how old you get, you're always a kid when you come back home,
Yeah.
Oh my god. I would scream and shout right now, except for my mother just woke up, and I don't want to be rude.
I'll go beat this the regular way.
But the other thing I was going to say is that I've decided I want to take Krav Maga. So I will stop living in fear.
Oh, yeah.
And also get into shape. Because I was looking into it and I was like, should I do yoga first or something? Like, should you get into shape before you do that? And I went on to Reddit because, of course, you do, And
you do.
they were like, no. Well, they didn't tell this to me, but someone asked this exact same question. They're like, no, what you're doing is making excuses. And it's exactly true, though, because it's always like, because I always say that. I'm like, I need to get into shape before I join a gym because I don't want to go and, like, I don't even know what this, machine is, that kind of thing, or whatever. And they're like, you don't get into shape so you can do Krav Maga. You do Krav Maga so you can get into shape. And so I'm like, yeah, so someone literally asked, should I like do yoga or Pilates? Like, should I do something beforehand? And they're like, no, because the Krav Maga, like 101, like the very basics, is just going to be stretches and learning how to do stuff. And you are going to have to do, weight lifts and stuff, But any age, any body type, can do it. To a certain extent, obviously, if you have some extenuating circumstances, like I've got sciatica, but then you tell your instructor, and if you're really worried, ask your doctor. But no, so I'm like, yeah, I want to do this.
Do it.
So maybe in the future, you'll see a vlog of me acting superior because I have found this thing.
Yes, and you're one of the few to do the. Or is it? Israeli?
Yeah. Oh. And actually, the one I found, whatever. This is my last life.
You better do it then.
Yeah.
No more living in fear, Miss
Watch
Krav
me
Maga.
die. Well, I haven't even started yet, so I have plenty of fear right now. Thank you very much. But yeah, no, the instructors that I found or whatever have actually... Why? Have actually trained in Israel or whatever. And they actually do the hardcore, because some of them, you know, you always find different things. Anyway, whatever. Now I am here in this moment. Oh, shit balls. Fine, whatever. Goodbye. Forever. Goodbye. Forever. I thought I died so that I accepted my death, and then I fell into the lava and died.
Well,
This is my lowest ever.
let's.
I am shamed.
Oh,
Let's end there. Don't give me any of your pity lives.
I don't even know
no.
how. Is it select?
I don't know. Don't try. Stop.
I'm trying, but
No! Okay, it's apparently B, and I stole your lives. Let's end this here.
All right.
Let's never speak of this again, except for, of course, we're going to load it because I think it's funny. But also, no. Okay, I do not suck at this game. Shut up. Don't put that in the comments. I will go after you. I will. I will be petty. If you comment on here saying that I suck, I will not follow you. I'm not going to subscribe.
Thank you very much for every like, comment, and subscribe, and we will pick this up after the drop.
I'll find you! I'll find your mother!
Wendy, back in your